Good afternoon, family. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime, and today we've got a theory that we have known, and I think it's been in front of us this whole time. Let's get into it. So, when it comes down to 2026, the Haslab has not been revealed yet, but all of the clues point to the next Haslab definitely being not Unicron, because I think they'll do him again at the end of the Age of the Primes. But if you've paid attention so far, they have said repeatedly, even though I can't figure it out myself, maybe because I need to have all of the components, but that every one of the Age of the Primes toys, don't mind Starscream, he's there because he looks good with Optimus because they're the same height. These right here, if you take all of the weapons from Onyx, Solus, Alchemist, Prima, Alphatron, Megatronus, and Micronus, and Star Convoy, and Liege Maximo, and Nexus, and Amalgamus Prime, and Quintus. If you take all of the weapons, they're all supposed to join. And why do they form together? What do they join for? Rumored, and they have said over and over, it is supposed to form a weapon for Primus that we don't have. The only Primus that we do have is this one. Surely the weapon that they created was not made for this version of Primus. Can't be. It can't be. And this one, boy, he's seen better days. But he still works. You gotta love the fact that it still works. His battle mode, yeah. So even if they don't make it, I'm happy. I mean, I have a version of him. But yeah, I would love to see and support, because I'm not gonna miss this one. I'm not gonna miss this one. Haslab Unicron right now at its cheapest is $1,300 on eBay. And I know I could pull the trigger at any time, and it would be here December 2nd through December the 6th. But I'm gonna wait, because my train of thought is like, okay, studio sale is $350. I mean, if you're gonna pay $350 for half the size, why not go ahead and pay the $1,200? Which, yes, I know it's double of what it was when it came out, but I will not miss out on a Primus this time. I feel to this day, what was that, 8 years ago when Unicron came out? And no one thought it was going to be backed until midnight. And it went from, no, they extended it. And it went from 7,000 backers to 8,000. And then right around 12 o'clock, next thing you know, 12,000 people had backed it. And I was so mad because it had closed. And yeah, 8 years ago, I had $500. Now, yeah, at the same time, looking around, not knowing that, well, yeah, we bought this house 8 years ago, but I had no idea where I would have put it back then. Now, I know where he would go. But I want to see a new Primus. We all would love to see a new Primus. And obviously, they've planned a new Primus. Who else? You know, Rail Racer, Metroplex is supposed to come down the line eventually. Who else? Who else, could you do except for Unicron? But they've got Unicron toys coming out next year. The Heralds of Unicron, which could be a new Scourge, could be a new Cyclonus, which would be crazy because that Cyclonus is amazing. I'm guessing, again, this is just me guessing and theorizing, but I'm 9 out of 10 for sure that the Haslab will definitely be Primus. Why would you make all of these, who will finish up next year? We will be finished with the Age of the Primes by March. Haslab usually drops what, April? For them to tell us it'll ship the year after. So, you know what I mean? It would have to be. Because what would be the point of giving us all these weapons that combine to turn into something for a robot that we don't have? or you know what I mean, that won't be coming out within, you know, a certain time frame. It's got to be. It's got to be. Because I don't see them doing him as a Titan. I don't see them doing him as a mini Titan, you know, like Star Convoy. That wouldn't make sense. And even though they said that, yes, what was it? It was one of the interviews that they had, and I think Mark had said he wouldn't mind if Primus was smaller than Unicron. I think that'll still be a Haslab. It's just going to be smaller. I don't think that means that they'll knock it down to a Titan, because that would throw off everything, being that they're trying to do everything so cartoon accurate and scale accurate and, you know, show accurate colors and so forth and so on. I don't see them putting out a Primus that's the same height as Omega Supreme or Fort Max. If anything, they'll add, I would think, at least another 3 inches to it, make it a Haslab. Now, will the features have the same features that this one does? Because this one turns into, obviously, the robot, and then he has his planet mode, obviously, which is very visible by the legs and his back. But I could see them doing this and making his battle station mode like he'd be a triple changer. You know, he'd be a robot, he'd be his planet form, and then the planet form could shift into the battle planet that this turns into, or the battle station planet mode that this one is able to achieve. I would love to see that implemented in a Primus Haslab. I don't think we're far off from it. I really think that could very well be what we should expect for 2026. Like, let me know down in the comments, who else do you think, or who would you think that the Haslab would be? Why would they set us up? Because Hasbro is very good at setting up things, whether they work or not. Because look at Reactivate. And I mean, not Reactivate, look at Transformers 1. Had that movie have done well, regardless of how it's doing now or whatever, the whole point of that was to put the 13 primes in our minds, which then rolled out. We end up getting the 13 primes as the Age of the Primes as a line later. So look at, like I said, okay, yeah, look at Reactivate, and then look at how Reactivate was supposed to come out right before Rise of the Beast, which Rise of the Beast had the off-road vehicle modes of, well, early production, had the same vehicle modes as Reactivate. Bumblebee with the off-road that's in Cyber World right now. And cute little show, by the way. But if you look at his off-road bug mode, that's a baby version of the Reactivate Bumblebee. The exact same car. That's it. And then, you know, so Hasbro knows whether it works or not, they line things up and they do things for a reason. Like I said, with Transformers 1, for everybody that didn't know about the 13 primes or whatever, they put that in your brain. You know what I mean? Like, that was one of the key parts of the movie, was watching all of them die. And then the year later, we get these. So yeah, they're very calculated in what they do, and I see it and I believe it. I feel like Primus will definitely be the Haslab for 2026, and then he'll ship, and we'll get it like around Christmas or whatever. And then by that time, the Age of the Primes will be finished, and we'll be able to figure out whatever the combination of their weapons are to put in the hand of him. And I got to be honest, I think it's going to look crazy unless it's some kind of crazy bow and arrow that would fit, because Onyx's bow. After a long day of working and typing and sitting at a computer and playing video games and all of the things that we do in our daily normal life, wouldn't it be nice to just be able to have a regular hand massage without having to go anywhere? Well, thanks to Bob and Brad, we have the H50 Hand Spa Pro Hand Massager. Now, this is the real massagers for real relief. If you don't know who Bob and Brad are, they have 5 million social media followers, 5 million subscribers on YouTube, 60 years of experience, and 13 years in business. You get everything you could possibly ask for in this hand spa massager. Now, it has 8 zones of finger division, precise, full hand relief. It targets each fingers from your palm individually with dual layered airbags, reaching areas that flat hand massagers just can't reach. It has 3 different modes, 3 intensities,
The heat option, which lets you switch from a gentle relaxation to a deeper compression. It is perfect for arthritis, perfect for circulation problems, and just winter discomfort. It's lightweight. It has the same charger that your iPhone has. So you can charge it, on your desk, on your couch, or wherever you charge your phone. It really helps relieve my hands after a long day. And if you're a husband or a father or a wife and a mom, you definitely need this. Just the way that it feels, it's quick, it's affordable. That's the thing that is just so appealing about it. It does everything you could ever imagine. Instead of going to a spa and paying $300 to sit in a chair and have some stranger rub your fingers, this is all you need. It charges within like 10 minutes and you've got hours upon hours of use out of it. It's compact, light, and like I showed you before, it comes with the bag and it's from 2 trusted physicians that you can't go wrong with. Power button is right here. Everything is simple. The way you charge it is on the side. And if you think that you might have too big a hands or too small a hands, I can palm a Volkswagen and my hand fits in this thing comfortably. It feels great. My wife loves it. I love it. Thank you so much to Bob and Brad for sending me the H50 Hand Spa Pro hand massager. Again, the real massager that takes care of real relief.
Arrow is huge. And like if you put it in the hands of, and I wish I had done this before I shot the video. If you put that bow and arrow in the hands of like say Star Convoy, Star Optimism, it looks all right. But he's still too small for it. So that's what, but then when you take all the other pieces, like the forge and the 2 lenses and Star Saber and the quill, like the quill is what throws me off. Like maybe all of the pieces won't go into this weapon, but they say all of the pieces will be used. I don't know. Or maybe he'll come with some kind of like little stand or something or like a little wall where all of the weapons go on it, like as a display piece. But again, Hasbro said they connect. I have tried it timeless times over. From what I have so far, which is all of them that have been released so far, I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out. I've taken the Zodiac and put it on Onyx's bow and arrow. I've put the Zodiac on Megatronus's like the sword and the stabber shield thing that he has. I can't figure it out. So if any of y'all do or happen to figure it out, or if you have the Age of the Primes and you've been able to, but please tag me in the post and put it on your YouTube post so that I can see it, and tag the 14th Prime so I can see what you think is going on with them. But anyway, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, let me know in the comments, do you think that Primus will indeed be the next Haslab? Let me know. It's your buddy, the 14th Prime. I love y'all. Hope you enjoyed your weekend. Help me out. Tell me what to do with them.